Hi Gemini, and welcome to your daily tarot advice and weekly tarot forecast. This will be for the week of December 24th through December 31st, through December 30th, 2018. So Gemini, I'm going to pull one card to look at your overall energy for the week, and then I will pull a card day by day to see how each day is going to unfold. Also, I'm going to pull some romance cards at the end of the reading because I am unable to do love reads for this week. I just don't have the time for it, so at least that way I can give you some love advice. So let's see, Gemini, what is your overall energy for this week? Ooh, we got reflection, and this says, listen to the guidance you are given, reflect and learn from this situation, and move forward. Positive outcomes lay ahead. So look at that. And you see that big, powerful full moon right there? Gemini, we just had the Cancer full moon, and I feel that energy is very much with you this week. Causing you to reflect on your heart, on your emotions, on your spirit, on life, on 2018, you know, you name it, you're in contemplation mode about it. But that's happening because your consciousness is expanding from all you've been through in 2018. And Gemini, there's some really good things on the horizon for you guys. So let's pull some cards for day by day and see what comes out there. You're gonna find you guys are gonna find yourself like just lying in bed contemplating life, you know, in the morning or just in the afternoon, just kind of sitting there somewhere at your job or standing in line at a store and just contemplating life. And you know, you could be with somebody and they're talking to you and you're just a million miles away and they're like, hello Gemini, are you there? And you're like, oh sorry, I was just thinking about these things. Like you're just so pulled into it, it's almost like out of your control, and you're like, why is this happening? Well, it's because, you know, our consciousness is expanding this week, Gemini. Yeah, because look at Monday, received. Monday, pay attention to everything you're feeling and gut intuitions and signs and synchronicities and what's being said to you. Something's definitely coming your way, but this feels more about like insight and understanding rather than, well, you know, we are right around the holidays, so this could be gifts. Gemini, you could be receiving some gifts on Monday, but it's more of, I feel, through your introspection, that you're just receiving new profound insights that set you free in a way. On Tuesday, we have settling. This, to me, with this reflection, Gemini, you're realizing the areas of your life where you've really settled and cut yourself short and accepted far less than you deserve because you didn't think high enough of yourself, or you didn't know how amazing you were, or you really cared about somebody or a situation and you didn't know that it really was, I don't like saying beneath you because I don't feel like anything is beneath us, all is energy, but if you want to look at it as frequencies, you know, there's things that you've settled for that just were not good enough for you, were not able to match your vibe. And your Tuesday, we're recognizing that, and you don't want to settle anymore, Gemini. Like, you're like, I'm not settling. And then on Wednesday, look at this. You are being very noticed. You're being admired. You could be inspiring somebody. You could have a crush, you know, somebody in your company on Wednesday could just feel very at ease in your presence, or, you know, just your stories that you're sharing, they're just very inspired by you. Or, Gemini, on Wednesday, somebody that you really admire can be inspiring you and helping you out and really being there for you, okay? On Thursday, we have material wealth. So our mind is focused on money, on material goods, exchanging things, returning things, buying a big ticket item, potentially extra abundance coming into your world on Thursday. Or also paired up with this reflection card, really contemplating your money, like where it goes. Do I need to make a better budget? Or, wow, look at all of this money I've accumulated throughout this year. You know, it's a focus on finance for Thursday, but it feels positive to me. On Friday, we have the surrender card. So, Gemini, I just get the sense for this that if you're normally somebody who's very pushy and I want my way and I want it right now and this needs to happen like this, and on Friday you've got to just let the reins go. You've got to let the universe do its job. But you guys look like you're just naturally kind of already there. Like you're not bucking the current. You're not fighting what's happening. You're just like in this beautiful flow of energy this week. On Saturday, we've got to have some patience. So Friday and Saturday, we have to just let the universe do its thing, okay? Keep that in mind. And on Sunday, we have unawakened. Why is that Sunday's energy? Let me just think about that. Gemini. Okay. You guys, because we're in this deep reflective mode this week, you guys are going to realize there's some certain people that you have dealt with or currently deal with that are not very awakened, not consciously, not spiritually, and you may have very much personalized and internalized different things that they said and did, and it really was like hurting you and kind of haunting you. And now through this reflection this week, you're coming into an understanding of, hey, wait a minute, this had nothing to do with me. I don't need to feel bad. Like, it's them. They don't get it. Their consciousness is so closed up. They're not awakened. They're not willing to receive, you know? And so you're not feeling so bad about it anymore. It's like releasing and freeing for you. Also, if you've kind of been in a standoff between you and another person about an idea or something like that where we just can't agree, Gemini, it's like you guys probably never will because they can't see your perspective. They are unable to come at things from that level, from where you are, and you just got to accept that. And you can't make somebody enlightened. Like, that's an inside job where they've got to work through different energies to get their consciousness to expand, okay? So just keep that in mind for Sunday. Overall, Gemini, it looks like a positive week, mostly about introspection and you just coming up with new ideas and new ways to go about doing things, seeing where you've settled for less than you deserve. Also receiving some recognition or realizing that somebody is inspired by you or is crushing on you, something along those lines. Could be some increase to material wealth this week and prosperity, but ultimately Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Gemini, go with the flow and trust the universe. So let's get you some advice. Okay, make a decision. It says, don't be afraid to make the choice in a seemingly choiceless situation. Take the first step and great opportunities will emerge for you and those involved. Trust that every road is a route to your destiny. Believe in yourself. Yeah. Gemini, you guys are, this to me is about contemplation mode and making the choice to no longer settle for less than you deserve and no longer taking things to heart and personally from somebody who speaks from an unawakened mouth and just can't, like, it's just not even worth your time anymore. Okay, so Gemini, I'm going to pull some cards here to look at your romantic energies for the week. Just a little mini read since I am unable to do a full reading for you guys. So let's see what comes out. All right, over here we have balance. And over here we have love. Very nice, Gemini. this here could be where you are really being there for your loved one this week, whether you are in a serious committed relationship or you are just dating somebody, or even if your ex is with somebody, you are really being there for somebody. Or because we have reflection, Gemini, you are considering deeply how much you have given and been and done for your relationship, or for, you know, who's ever on your mind. And, you know, hold on. Okay, I get two things here. So if you have really just stuck your neck out and you've done and you've been and you've done and you've been, and whoever you're involved with just isn't right for you, isn't giving back to you in the same capacity, isn't giving you the love that you feel you deserve, Gemini, I get the sense that you're ready to just say, you know what, this is not the relationship for me this week. Like, whether we're in it right now or we've been trying to get over somebody, like, you're just realizing how much you have settled, and you're not willing to anymore, okay? Others of you, Gemini, I feel like you're really being there for your partner this week, or whoever you're involved with romantically, and they are feeling a lot of love and admiration towards you for how much you are being there for them and supporting them and helping them get through, you know, just whatever they're going through this week. So definitely a positive spin to that energy, where you're being loved and recognized and appreciated for how much you're giving and being and doing for another person that you're romantically involved with this week, Gemini. Okay, and so we had this fallout, yeah, honeymoon. This is where we're really connecting with each other, you know, and this could even be long term, you know. This week you were just feeling the magic. We're in reflection mode about how, you know, everywhere, how long we've been together, everything that we've been through, how far we've come, you know. And again, this mostly feels like love, happiness, positivity, but some of you, it could be where you're finally at the point of, yeah, I'm not settling anymore, you know. This is a general reading, but anyways, so we have, oh, look at honeymoon again, yep. Gemini, I just feel like you are the safe haven for your partner, and they're reflecting that back to you this week. Over here, let go of control issues. So with this surrender and patience card, Gemini, this might actually fall for your, you know, whoever you are involved with. Like, they need to let things kind of flow and unfold as they're supposed to. Especially, you know, those of you who are trying to work through some issues and stuff, your partner might be a bit pushy and let's do this, whereas you're moving a bit slower, like, no, I want to reflect, I really want to think all of this through before I make a decision. Those of you in committed relationships, it could be this week we're trying to decide something as a couple, like, where are we going on vacation? Should we buy this item? Should we do this? Should we do that? They might be a bit pushy, but ultimately, Gemini, it looks like the decision is in your hands. So let's pull some advice for you in regards to love and romance. Resist dependency, and it says, take nothing for granted, stand firm, and do not give in to the urge of attachment. Everything falls apart if you waver. With addiction, obsession, and dependence comes loss of freedom. Do not forfeit your liberty. Okay. I feel like that's more of for those of you who are in that, like, reflective mode, okay, about, like, a past relationship that you've been kind of hung up on, where we're like, you know, I kind of just see it for what it is. I don't want that back anymore. Or if you are in a situation where the person is very codependent, it's just a bad deal. Like I said, you're reflecting and you're deciding, I don't want this. Okay, those are a couple different storylines here. But overall, the main storyline is Gemini, in regards to love and romance, I just feel that you guys are really there for your partner this week, somehow, some way, and they are depending on you quite a bit in big ways. I don't feel like that's a negative thing. I just feel like they're really depending on you. They really need you this week, and you come through, and it's just they're feeling so much love and connection to you for saving the day, whatever it is that you do here, okay? So Gemini, those are your messages this week. I am wishing you all the best. Take care.